Hi everyone, today I'm doing a tutorial for this really intense green smoky eye. I really like how the eye makeup turned out. I haven't done a colorful look in a long time, so I hope you will enjoy this. Starting with the makeup, I've already applied a thin layer of foundation. I've used the Bourjois Happy Light foundation and set it lightly with the Lakme Absolute Face Stylist Compact. I'm going to start with the eyes now. The first product I'm going to use is a green eye pencil. This is the Lakme Eyeconic Kajal in green. And this is a really beautiful deep green color, like an emerald color, but it's got a slight bluish tone, so it's not a very warm green color. This is going to be the base for the smoky eye. I generally use a black kohl, but I thought a green would pair really well with the green eyeshadow I'm going to use. So I'm applying this all over my lid, as you can see. The eyeshadow I'm going to use here today is from Makeup Geek. It's a shade called Envy, and it's a beautiful color, but it looks a little dull if you use it alone. You need some kind of a base to really make that green pearl pop. So I'm using a green kohl here, but I can also use a black kohl pencil. So this is Makeup Geek Envy. I've just smudged out the kajal a little bit to soften the edges, and now I'm just going to pat and press the color onto the lid. And this eyeshadow on top of that green kajal is really going to give an intense, beautiful green color. So I'm not going to mess with too many colors today. I'm just going to use a matte brown color for the crease just to give a smooth transition. And this is Mocha, also by Makeup Geek. You can use any medium matte brown eyeshadow. And I'm using the clean side of my MAC 217 blending brush to blend that out. So blending is a really important, really key step when you're working with darker colors especially, and it really helps to use some kind of a neutral matte color in the crease line as a transition color. So I'm going to spend some time blending using really gentle pressure because I don't want to wipe off the eyeshadows or decrease the intensity of the eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to line my waterlines with the same green Eyeconic Kajal that I used on the lid earlier. I'm really going to apply it thickly, do 4 or 5 passes along the waterline, and then I'm using this smudger brush from the Body Shop to smudge out some of that kajal along my lower lash line. I'm really impressed with this kajal. It's actually the first time I've used the green one. You can see how rich and intense the color is. And then I'm applying just a tiny bit of that green eyeshadow that I used on the lid along the lower lash line just to sort of set the kajal a little bit, but I'm just applying a small amount, not too much, and just doing a bit of more blending and smoking out using a clean fluffy brush. If you've made any mistakes or smudged too much, you can always use the help of a cotton bud and clean things up. Also using the green kajal on the upper waterline. To highlight the inner corner and brow bone, I'm using the lightest shade from the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick in Bronze. You can use any pale gold color, any eyeshadow that works for you as a highlighter that works for your skin tone. If you're very pale, you can also use a champagne color. I have about medium complexion, so I prefer using something with a golden sort of undertone because that really works for me. For mascara, I'm using the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Jumbo Lash Mascara. I'm just doing a single coat because I'm going to be applying a pair of false eyelashes next. Before I put on the eyelashes, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. I have fairly thick brows, but I do have a few gaps here and there. I'm using the brow powder from Shiseido. This is the Brow Styling Compact in medium brown, and I use the darker color from this set for my eyebrows. For lashes, I'm using Red Cherry False Lashes in the number 43. Next, I'm using a bit of black gel liner from Maybelline just to cover up any areas of visible glue from the lashes. The brush I'm using is the e.l.f. Bent Eyeliner Brush. So this almost finishes my eye makeup. I just need to apply a bit of mascara on the bottom lashes too. But first I'm going to apply a bit of concealer. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger. You can use any concealer that works for you. Preferably something a little medium to high coverage because we've done a pretty heavy smoky eye, and if the under eye area is not sort of balanced out and brightened, the eyes can look really dull. Just setting the under eye concealer with the same pressed powder, the Lakme Face Stylist Compact that I used for the face. Concealer after doing your eye makeup can give you sort of a hard edge along the lower lash line. So I'm just going back in with a smudging brush to make sure that I have a soft diffused smoky edge. For the bottom lashes, I'm once again using the Physicians Formula Jumbo Lash Mascara. This is the finished eye makeup. I think this tone of green looks really nice on brown eyes. The lenses I'm wearing are G&G Natural Brown, and these are available online on many websites. I got these from Pinky Paradise. Coming to the face makeup, I'm going to use the Sleek Contour Kit in medium. Contouring powder in this is pretty pigmented, so you might end up applying too much like I did clearly here, but I'm just going to blend it out in a bit, so hopefully it'll look a little better. So once blended out, it doesn't look as crazy as it did before. And tiny portion of product that is left on the brush, I'm just applying on my forehead because I have a really small forehead. I don't really contour my forehead. Next, I'm going to apply blush, and I'm using this shade Pecan by NYX. I should have gone with a peach color, and that was the plan initially, but while filming this video, I got my delivery from Cherry Culture, and I ended up using this very warm bronze color, which in the end I thought was a little clashing with the lip color. This is the shade Over the Top from the Colorbar Velvet Matte range. It's really nice for everyday wear, and it also pairs very nicely with blue and green eyeshadows. Just a little word of advice, if you're going to recreate this look and you're using a similar lip color, I would suggest go for a coral or peach blush because I think I went a little clashy with the lip color. But anyway, this is the finished look. An intense deep green smoky eye. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing something a little different from the neutral looks and the bright lips that I had been doing for some time. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you try this out, let me know how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.